Building a winning fantasy lineup in the playoffs is a little bit different and a little trickier, but with a smaller player pool, I like to take the strategy of getting the best players at each position and just trying to make the rest of the lineup fit around them. So that's why I like the Houston Texans pass-catch combo of quarterback Deshaun Watson and wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. Watson threw for over 4,100 yards this season and ran for over 500, so he's a double threat that way. And when the game is on the line, no receiver is more reliable than Hopkins. At running back, Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys is a no-brainer. He's been the constant workhorse in the Dallas offense all season, one they'll try and ride again in the playoffs if they want to get to the next round. At the other running back, Jordan Howard of the Chicago Bears. He's come on strong with 4 rushing touchdowns in his last 3 games, and while the Philadelphia Eagles defense is strong against the run, I think Howard will have several opportunities in the red zone to punch in another touchdown. At wide receiver, here's where I'm going to find my value picks, and the one I like is Mike Williams of the Los Angeles Chargers. He was held to just 1 catch by the same Baltimore Ravens defense 2 weeks ago, but he's the kind of player that can explode for a big game, which is key in daily fantasy. The other wide receiver, Nelson Agholor of the Eagles. The Bears defense has been the best all season, so don't pay up for anyone against them, except Agholor is dirt cheap in daily fantasy, and he does have big play potential himself. At tight end, the best is Zach Ertz of Philadelphia, but he's way too expensive, so I'm going with the number 2 guy, who's not so bad himself. Eric Ebron led all tight ends with 13 touchdowns during the regular season, and he should see plenty of targets against Houston, who gave up the 2nd most fantasy points to tight ends in the regular season. And the flex play, a little hunch here, Mike Davis of the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle had the number 1 rushing offense in the NFL this season, and Davis ran for a touchdown last week. I think he gets another opportunity against the Cowboys. And one final note, don't overlook defenses in daily fantasy, especially here in the playoffs. The Chicago Bears had the number 1 defense all season long, and they scored 6 defensive touchdowns. That could be the difference.